Here's more wrestling news for December 5th, 2025. Your headlines for this afternoon include AJ Styles fires back at fans claiming he stole AEW moves on Raw. Breaking, Darby Allin rushed to hospital, AEW issues update. The truth behind Ricochet's AEW National Championship victory. WWE star finally speaks out on WrestleMania snub. Major PLE set for comeback after over 5 years, and more. This week's episode of WWE Raw featured a high-energy World Tag Team Championship match as AJ Styles and Dragon Lee put their titles on the line against Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods of the New Day. The action moved at a fast pace from the opening bell, but it was the finishing sequence that sparked the biggest reaction online. Late in the match, Kingston was draped on the top rope when Dragon Lee delivered a double stomp that sent Kofi bouncing forward and straight into AJ Styles, who caught him perfectly for the Styles Clash to secure the win. It was a clean, creative tag team combination, and fans immediately lit up social media with comparisons and accusations of copying AEW's style. Some viewers noticed similarities to a classic Young Bucks sequence where Matt and Nick Jackson use a stomp-assisted setup before ending with a sit-out powerbomb, but others were quick to clarify that although the setup looked familiar, the finishes were fundamentally different. Dragon Lee and AJ wrapped it with a Styles Clash, not a powerbomb, making the execution distinct to their style. AJ Styles has stepped in to clear the air after a fan on X tagged him and Dragon Lee in a side-by-side comparison video showing their moves next to the Young Bucks. In response, Styles explained that professional wrestling has never been about owning moves. He reminded fans that even signature spots aren't exclusive and noted that the art form has always involved shared ideas, inspirations, and variations. For him, any confident professional understands that moves belong to the craft, not to individuals. His message to fans was simple: cool down and stop reading too much into it. With Styles addressing the discourse directly, the conversation now shifts back to the in-ring work rather than the online comparisons. Will fans ease up on the move-copying debates after Styles' comments, or is this one of those topics that will always resurface? Share your take and let the discussion continue. Darby Allin's chaotic schedule finally appears to have caught up with him. 2 weeks after leading his team to victory inside Blood and Guts, the Daredevil went on to wrestle twice the following week, first falling to Pac at Full Gear, then taking another tough loss to Kevin Knight in the opening round of the Continental Classic on Dynamite. Those back-to-back battles, combined with everything Allin's put his body through this year, including his climb up Mount Everest, led to a worrying update on Dynamite this week. AEW announced that Allin was taken to the hospital following his loss to Knight last Wednesday. Excalibur and Tony Schiavone explained that he was admitted precautionary and for observation, which prevented him from traveling for this week's show. The commentary team's tone made it clear that this may be part of a storyline designed to protect Allin in defeat while reinforcing his fighting spirit narrative. That became even more likely when they mentioned that AEW will provide further details on Saturday's Collision, pointing fans toward an upcoming update rather than presenting it as a real-time medical emergency. Whether this is a storyline setback or a moment of real recovery, fans will be watching closely to see how Darby's journey continues and whether he can fight his way back into the tournament picture. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. AEW made one of its biggest statements at Full Gear 2025 when Ricochet was crowned the first ever AEW National Champion. The move sparked plenty of discussion, and now AEW President Tony Khan is explaining exactly why Ricochet was chosen to launch the championship. According to Khan, the decision centered on global visibility and creating a champion who could carry the title far beyond AEW's weekly programming. Khan broke down the vision during his appearance on the Battleground podcast, noting that Ricochet's mix of star power, respect, and international demand made him the ideal name to set the standard for the new title. He began by highlighting what made Ricochet stand out. We've got a new national champion, Ricochet, who will be defending that title all over the world, and he's somebody that not only AEW fans respect, I believe he's a great wrestler, but also someone who is a huge name in wrestling and a great person to represent AEW, not just here on our TV shows, but also when traveling to other promotions in America. Khan made it clear that the national championship was designed to travel, and Ricochet's rising popularity across multiple markets played a major role in the final call. He pointed to the number of promotions eager to feature Ricochet as proof that the timing and the pick were aligned. Companies like Ring of Honor, New Japan Strong, and even in Mexico and with CML, lots of other promotions want to bring in Ricochet. He's a hot booking right now as the national champion. Ricochet isn't just holding the title for show either. Khan explained that Ricochet has already been taking the championship into other promotions, reinforcing AEW's plan to use the belt as a symbol of broader reach. Ricochet's gone and represented AEW in New Japan. He's represented AEW in CMLL, and he's also a great TV star on our shows. Khan described Ricochet as the perfect example of what AEW wants this new championship to stand for, and emphasized how his presence elevates the division from the ground up. He's somebody that I would love to have in any kind of championship match in AEW at any time, so I think he's a great winner for that first national championship. With AEW pushing its international partnerships and talent exchanges harder than ever, Ricochet's high-impact, globally recognized style makes him a fitting choice to set the tone for the national title's future. His ability to thrive in multiple promotions gives AEW a champion who can grow the title's prestige anywhere he performs. As AEW continues building out its next wave of champions, Ricochet's reign could become the blueprint for what this belt represents both inside the company and across the worldwide wrestling scene. Do you think Tony Khan made the right call choosing Ricochet as the inaugural national champion? And will this title become AEW's bridge to the global wrestling landscape? Share your thoughts and let the debate begin. Bayley is finally sharing the full story behind her last-minute removal from WrestleMania 41, opening up about the emotional fallout and the frustration that came with being pulled from her scheduled tag match after a backstage attack angle. Her appearance on 6 Feet Under with The Undertaker offered the clearest look yet at how the decision affected her, especially after weeks of building momentum with Lyra Valkyria. She recalled the moment she learned that she was off the card and didn't hold back on how deeply it hit her. "It was brutal. They took me out the day before WrestleMania 41. It's a test. I feel like every time I get thrown stuff, it's like I'm just being tested, not by the company, but by the universe and the world." Bayley described the entire situation as bittersweet. She was genuinely excited for Valkyria's first WrestleMania appearance, but it was still a painful blow after she'd been told where the storyline was headed. "It was rough, it was bittersweet. I became really close with Lyra Valkyria in real life, so I was super excited for her to have her first WrestleMania, but it was also like, man, I was told where we were going." She explained that she initially wasn't sure about being paired with someone she didn't know well, but over time the two found a real connection and growing chemistry both in and out of the ring. Losing that match opportunity so suddenly made the situation even harder to accept. Bayley did find some comfort later when the setback became part of a larger storyline, but she admitted the emotions were heavy at the time. She leaned on people she trusted while processing the disappointment. "It was very rough, but it becoming part of a storyline and it becoming what it is now made it a little nice. It's definitely one of those times where I had a long conversation with CM Punk about it. A lot of people reached out. Everyone's been in this position, but yeah, I don't know. Sigh." When the news first broke, Triple H publicly tried to reassure fans by calling Bayley a true pro and telling them, "Don't worry guys, Bayley will be just fine." His comments hinted that there was more to the situation behind the scenes, and Bayley's new interview now reveals the emotional toll that came with the decision. She may not have stepped into the ring at WrestleMania 41, but her honesty, resilience, and willingness to speak openly about her struggles show exactly why fans continue to stand by her. Even in difficult moments, Bayley remains one of WWE's most trusted and respected stars, and her story only reinforces that. WWE may be preparing to revive a retired premium live event for the first time in more than 5 years. The latest clue comes from a new trademark filing, which has sparked speculation about a possible return of a familiar name from the late 2000s and 2010s. One of the most recognizable PLEs from that era was Night of Champions, an event built around the concept that every championship must be defended in a single night. The show ran annually until 2015 before being replaced by Clash of Champions in 2016. WWE held Clash of Champions 4 times between 2016 and 2020, but the event was eventually shelved as well. Traditionally positioned in late September, with the exception of a December date in 2017, the PLE focused entirely on championship matches and was often used to reset or elevate title storylines heading into the fall season. A new USPTO filing dated December 1st and noted by Corey Hayes of Bodyslam.net reveals that WWE has officially filed to trademark Clash of Champions. The filing is currently awaiting examination, and an examiner has yet to be assigned, but the company has already completed all the necessary requirements. For now, it's simply a matter of waiting for the process to move forward. This development has raised a new question. Could WWE bring Backlash of Champions in 2026 and once again position it as the company's all-title showcase? The name returned for events in 2023 and 2025 in Saudi Arabia, though those shows included a mix of championship and non-title matches. With the trademark now refreshed, fans are wondering if WWE plans to shift the event back to a more traditional format. For all of our subscribers, don't miss the 9 a.m. Eastern video we dropped earlier today. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.